Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Star Wars Episode 8 The Last Jedi. And it stars everyone from, or at least mostly everyone from Force Awakens, and a lot of people from the original trilogy. And I'll keep the plot a secret, even though you probably know what it is. But I will say this this is essentially picking up where Force Awakens left off. And I'll just get right into the things I liked. I think this one is solid. I don't think it's better than Force Awakens. I think it's better than Rogue One, and more on that later. I'll start off with what I liked about the film, and it basically works because of the performances and the direction and the characters. All that stuff is really great. And there are some things I don't like, which I'll get into, but the performances here are on par, if not better, than what they were in the last film. Not by a lot, just a little bit. And this film feels like it's trying to... It's essentially Empire Strikes Back, but it takes the things that worked in that film and keeps going and keeps going. It's the Empire Strikes Back mixed with a new trilogy. Is basically what I was trying to say. The cinematography for this movie is pretty beautiful. I love the color palettes. I love the camera work, the lighting. There's some bad editing that I didn't like, but that's for later. The music is really great. It's Star Wars. You'd expect great music, but this movie really shines on the technical things and the characters, the acting. The script is a little messy, and I'll get into that right now because I want to get those out of the way. The reason this movie isn't as good as Force Awakens for me is because the tone and how it chooses to treat certain aspects of it. And the stuff with Princess Leia I thought was the weakest aspects of the film. And she's not in it a lot. Carrie Fisher gives a great performance in this movie. And rest in peace. But moving on, I think the stuff with Princess Leia's character, her storyline, the thing that involved her, Poe Dameron, I thought that was the weakest stuff in the movie. The humor in this movie is pretty funny. It's a funny movie, but kind of conflicting tonally speaking. It felt like it never wanted to be just one thing. It kind of felt like, oh, we got to throw in humor and we got to make it darker because it's like Empire Strikes Back. All that is fine. It's just the way the movie portrayed it. It was pretty bad. It was very sloppy, and we'll get into the little editing choices. There's a little editing choice in this movie where Kylo Ren is basically destroying his helmet. When Rian Johnson was cutting back and forth with these different angles, I thought it was a little choppy. And the CGI, when most of it is great, don't get me wrong, but there's one sequence in this movie where the CGI looks cartoonish, and it's at the end of the movie when Rey is like lifting like these big rocks, and it looks like a cartoon. But that's my only complaint with CGI. For the most part, it works really well and it's believable. Another issue I have with it is I can't remember the character's name. Involved Laura Dern's character. She was good in the movie, but this whole subplot where they're not telling Poe Dameron what's going on, I thought that was by far the stupidest part of the movie. I didn't really care. I thought it was the stupidest thing in the entire film. Like, it didn't belong in the movie. I felt that if they just told everyone what was happening, I could care more. But they didn't, and therefore I couldn't feel any suspense or tension. And my one last issue with this movie is there's a subplot in this movie that there's a little love story that involves Finn and Rose, I believe her name is. They both give great performances, don't get me wrong, but I bought them as I like the subplot itself. It's just the love story thing. I didn't buy it as a love story. I more bought it as a friendship. But as a love story, it fell completely flat. And my one final issue with the movie is there is, at the very end of the movie, there's an editing choice that I just didn't like. It felt very abrupt. It was just one cut that I didn't like. But in the end, there's a lot more to like in this movie. There are more good things in this movie than bad things. I know I haven't really pointed out a lot of positives in this movie, but I kind of want to keep that away because I think it's better if you just experience the film for yourself. And I think I gave you enough. If not, sorry. I'll try again. I'll try to make up for that later on. Just tell me in the comments below if you think I should do a better job at doing that. But for now, I will say this is the best I'm going to do for now. I just thought I should clear that up for everybody. And back to The Last Jedi. This is a solid Star Wars film, and I think it's better than Rogue One, not as good as Force Awakens. And you might be thinking, oh, Rogue One, I thought you really liked that film. I do. I enjoyed it. When I watched it the second time, it fell down. I'm not saying it's bad. I think it's watchable at worst. Kind of at best. But that's for another time. And I'm going to give Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, a B. I had fun with this movie. I liked it. It's not great, but I think people will enjoy it. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, down below. A link to my Twitter will be down in the description below, as well as my username for the Stardust app. Follow me there. My username is in the description. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, which is going to be Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which I'm very excited to bring to you guys. And until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.